Couple of things. You know what happened to President Trump when they raided his house, when they blocked out the cameras so they couldn't see what they were doing, when they had the CNN cameras there. Uh, it's unfathomable that this would happen in America. And Hillary Clinton led the way with her dossier that wasn't backed up by anything other than just innuendos, made up things. And I will never forget I had the conservative opportunist in Congress, and we had Kash Patel on to speak with us, and it's to a group of conservatives each Wednesday. And I turned to him before he spoke. I said, Kash, how have you handled all this? They've weaponized things against you, and people forget he had to hire a legal team, and it costs money. The same things they did to Mark Meadows, same things they've continually done to Donald Trump. Bottom line, it's a wayward group that are intent on destroying America. And it's not what the Constitution is based on. And they had no consequences up until now. And just to think, if Donald Trump had not won the election, which he won it anyway after his first term, but we would have been a totally Marxist socialist country led by a few corrupt politicians, is the best way I know to describe it.
Yeah, it's head scratching, and it is a miracle how much the dialogue has changed quickly in America, including even on government shutdowns. The Republicans have played a strong hand. They did exactly what the American people want. They tried to keep the government open. Democrats did. We're now seeing polling that shows that the Democrats are paying a dear price. We see it because unions are barking at them. We know that the people who are on food stamps are soon going to be without food on their kitchen table. But the polling shows that Republicans have won this debate because they did the people's work while the Democrats did their liberal backers' work. How has that played out, and what is the strength that Republicans can leverage from this in the next round to maybe address things like Obamacare?
Well, we got to take the offensive against them, John. The Republican Party, and I have to say Mike Johnson has done a tremendous job. He gets us, he has conference calls every week, particularly with the shutdown, and where he goes through why we're sticking tight behind him, because he's leading the way. To think that a party would demand a ransom of $1.5 trillion of money we don't have to hold the country hostage, hold women and children who get no food, to hold them hostage. Look what he's doing to our military. And quite frankly, our national security is at risk as long as this goes on. And this is what, day 28, 28 days, 17 hours and counting. The Democrats have misplayed this. We're united, and we're not giving in to a hostage-taking situation, which they will do again if they get by with this, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, they may have lost one of their great weapons, which was the shutdown, which they've used for 20 years, but they may have lost that as a strategic advantage. You are running for South Carolina governor. One of the first ideas you had is to create a Doge in your own state. I want you to help me for a second. I know you've been concerned about Obamacare from the moment it was passed. You saw it as a businessman, what it did. We are subsidizing to hide the fact that Obamacare just drove up premiums beyond the world. We give a lot of money to insurance companies. I think Americans got to learn that during this shutdown. When the shutdown's over, do House Republicans do a major surgery on Obamacare and finally fix it?
Absolutely. It's not a subject that we can't tackle, particularly with what the Democrats have tried to do with putting illegals on the rolls of the government and having them continue to get a paycheck. We're going to stop that. What they've done on giving money by raising the income levels. You had families making $400,000 a year getting subsidies under Obamacare, and it's got to stop. We will take a scalpel to every one of those, the subsidies. That much of it goes to the insurance companies. And we've got to come up with a health care system that's based on the patient, not anything else. And freedom of choice and getting the best medical care is I think, is going to be the mantra of our party. And I think we'll have to explain it in a way that the American people will buy into. We all have constituents who are paying extremely high payments now, insurance premiums, some doubling and tripling. I have a lady that works with me that's single. She's in poor health. Her premium will jump to over $800 a month, and she can't afford it. So it'll be a major plan that I think we will lead. And I think with what President Trump's doing, bringing the cost of drugs down, in some cases 60, 80, 90%, is going to play a big part of that. But the plan will be laid out, and it'll be ready for the American people to take advantage of, and we'll make it right at one last time.